Welcome to the Hudson County Show. Pat O'Melia here. You're a Hudson County resident. I know because you're watching this show. And you're watching this show live. In Jersey City, you're watching it on Comcast 190. You're watching it on Facebook. You're watching it on YouTube. You're watching it on our base streaming program, network, I guess I should say, livestream.com for that matter. I just got the renewal application. I got to go over a few things with the people from Livestream, and we're on the Roku system, we're on Apple TV, Google Chromecast. We're live. You can do the vibe. Now, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today, but I want to go through the contact stuff first. My coffee, I made this about 2.5 hours ago. So it has that fresh chock full of nuts. That's actually what it is, chock full of nuts. It's a heavenly coffee. Brazilian brand. No, not Brazilian, Colombian brand. Blend. All right, if you need to get in touch with me, what you should do is go to our website, HMG TV Shows. There you can relive the whole experience. For that matter, if you click on the shows there, it takes you to livestream.com, where you can relive all the shows. You can watch them again. If you take the time, you download that Livestream app, which is free, and you can watch the shows on your smartphone, your tablet, your web-enabled TV. I should get money from Livestream. For that matter, as I negotiate the contract, I'll probably bring that up. If you have an issue in the county of Hudson, you can go to the contact section, send me an email. I can get with Mr. DeGeese. I'm floating through that political situation here in Hudson County. I can talk to DeGeese. I can talk to Stack. I can talk to Fulop. So if you have a county issue, you have a municipal issue, you have a consumer issue, I can help you. Now, today, what are we going to talk about? Well, there's a lot of things going on. We're going to talk about a 1% payroll tax that Senator Sandra Cunningham, my buddy, the boss lady, is proposing to boost the Jersey City school budget. I'm not in favor of that, and I'll go into it. We're going to talk about, I got to talk to my bike people, because you know I'm a big bike guy. We got today and tomorrow is bike to work day. I didn't see anybody biking today, but you know why? It was friggin' raining today. And those biking people don't come out. But yet they want to dedicate protected bike lanes and buffer lanes and all that. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of getting an original H1 Hummer, because they're like so wide. And our Jersey City streets are so wide, we can accommodate a big Hummer like that. We're going to talk about HCDO situation. Legalized sports betting has been approved in New Jersey. How will that affect the illegal sports betting? At first, I thought it would have an effect. But the more I thought about it yesterday from the Jersey City show, I don't think it's going to have much effect at all. We're going to talk about West New York Mayor Felix Roque endorsed the presumed opponent for Nick Sacco in North Bergen. We're going to talk about some North Bergen. There's a renaissance going on, and Mayor Sacco never slaps his own back, pats himself on the back, or toots his own horn, so I'll do a little bit of that. We're going to talk about a little international mess with a Polish statue in Jersey City. That's if I get to all this stuff. Illegal immigrant driver's license. It's all in these white papers that I write. But we'll get to this when we come back, because I got to organize them. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I look important doing this. We'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show, and you're watching it live, except on YouTube. We're having some YouTube issue right now, but you're live on live stream. You're live on Facebook. Somewhere during the course of the show, I hope to get the live YouTube going. We may have to drop our stream for a moment and reinitiate the stream. Before we go, we lost an icon here in Jersey City. Former Sheriff, Hudson County Sheriff Joe Cassidy. We got Joe's picture there. You put him up. I think he was the longest serving Hudson County Sheriff. He was a cop's cop, came up through the Jersey City Police, retired from there, went to the Sheriff's Department. He was an innovator. He was genuinely a great guy. I wish I would have got to know him better. I didn't really get to know him until he started running for elected office. He ran with Lou Manzo and Brian Stack in 2007, so I got to know him a little bit then. And it turned out he was just a great guy, but he had that tough reputation, so you didn't really interact with him too much. Really, it's my loss, because he genuinely was a great guy. He passed on. I think Joe was 76 years old, and he's laid out today and tomorrow at the Greenville Funeral Home there on Danford Avenue. I believe the viewing hours are each day, today and tomorrow, 4 to 7 p.m. I'll probably get there tomorrow. But if you have the chance, stop by. It's going to be a madhouse there. So I would try to get there early as you can, because Joe's got a lot of friends. You're going to have everybody from the JCPD, all the local police force, the Sheriff's Department. It'll be a mob scene, and everybody who is anybody in Hudson County politics. And plus the average Joe. He connected with a lot of people. Rest in peace, Joe. You're going to be missed. Jersey City. Jersey City school budget, I don't care how you want to look at it. It is at $660,000. It is $660 million. It sounds like that lottery commercial. $660 million per year. And of that, I think Jersey City contributes $124 million. And the rest is picked up by the state. Now, Senator Sweeney and the state senators and the assembly, they're all working on fair distribution of school funds. And Jersey City being an Abbott district, Hoboken is also an Abbott district. There's quite a few Abbott districts. But everybody points at Jersey City. But there's a few others out there. Should Jersey City be an Abbott district? There are parts of Jersey City that the tide didn't raise. When you look at the waterfront, there's the old saying, the tide raises all boats. That didn't happen in Jersey City. The only tide that came up was down on the waterfront. But in the last 10 years, that's been changing. There's been development going on in the west side. There's been development going on in the Lafayette section, the Heights. But basically, that's all residential. 1-2 family homes, which will immediately become an illegal 3 or 4 family in the Heights. You got the schools, been expanding in West Side. And the problem when schools expand, like the colleges are expanding. St. Peter's College, New Jersey City University, they expand and they build and they take property. Well, that disappears from the rateable base. It's amazing when you run through Jersey City just how many things are off the rateable base. And it's astounding when you look at something the city owns. City Hall, the new annex, a park, and the parking authority, whatever, all those buildings, they're off the ratables. When you look at the county buildings, and the county has slugged Jersey City by taking ratables away from us. Block Drug, where it's a county plaza now. 830 Bergen Avenue used to be the Provident Bank headquarters. The Freeholders building, the county bought that. Now listen, I approve of everything DeGeese did, getting out of lease properties and into county-owned, because he wasn't writing checks to a landlord anymore. The money was staying in the county, paying off notes, bank notes, mortgages, bonds, that sort of thing. But eventually, the future Hudson County residents will have these properties paid off, and they use their tax dollars, they can show what you do with your tax dollars. Well, we own this building. Problem is, with the community college, they expanded all through Journal Square. Journal Square is basically Hudson County Community College. All those ratables disappeared. When you look at Journal Square, the Lowe's Theater, the Stanley Theater, not-for-profit, religious. So off the rateable base. Anything state-owned, the multi-purpose building on SIP and Summit. So off the rateable base. The county is going to build a new courthouse. They're taking up property now, buying property, condemning property, taking up a lot of parking. Boop. Gone. Look at the courthouse, municipal courthouse, off the rateable basis. When you start riding around, you look at churches, off the rateable basis, schools, off the rateable basis, charter schools, off the rateable basis. All these are sitting there on property and using whatever city services are, and the city's not getting any taxes. I think it's called Class 15A is for not-for-profits, religious exemptions here in Jersey City. It's like 700 properties. A lot of them we should review. Nobody wants to go there, but we should review them. All abated properties, when you look at that downtown area, you got buildings, we're awarding 20, 30-year abatements. They're not going to pay, a property tax, like you do, for 20, 30 years. And every year, as the city gets more and more expensive, that 30-year abatement becomes that much more hideous to the mom and pop property owners here in Jersey City, because somebody's got to pay that expense. Those abated properties pay very little or none into the school taxes. Who picks up that difference? Well, that would be mom and pop. That person owns that 1-2 family home. So there is a shortage funding our school budget. Now, the state picks up a large majority of that, but that is going to change radically. And right now, it depends on who you speak to as far as how the school budget is funded and how much it needs. There are some people saying it's $100 million short now. Well, I'm going to tell you something. It's going to lose about $100 million when we figure out how we're going to do fair share statewide in funding schools. Because Jersey City, I think the math, I have to look at it here, it's $22,000, I think, per student. And you got other parts of the state where it's $4,700 per student. So there's deficiencies there. And Steve Sweeney and the state Senate and the Assembly and the governor's office, they're trying to figure out an equitable way to fund all the districts. Jersey City is the big target. And what Senator Sandra Cunningham is proposing is a 1% payroll tax on the businesses here in Jersey City, with that 1% going to the school budget. Now, keep in mind, we already have a school tax. This would be another school tax, but we're going to talk about that when we come back from commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer a Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show, and you're watching it live, except on YouTube right now. We're still down on YouTube, and it has to do with an update on our streaming provider, live stream, that we have to try to work through. I don't know if we'll drop our stream for a little bit as we try to reinitiate our YouTube stream, but there was an update done on our video mixer streamer here that is causing our problem. Getting back to the school taxes, what Senator Sandra Cunningham, boss lady, known her since 2001, good woman, does a good job in Trenton. This is a terrible idea. Let me go into it a little bit more. Only Newark in New Jersey had the payroll tax, and I think they've had it for like 20 some odd years. It's really worked well for Newark if you look out how they attracted business there over those 20 years. Jersey City blew by them, attracting businesses. I don't know if it's been that much of a benefit for Newark, attracting businesses, and it won't be for Jersey City if we institute this. Now, I was in communication with Mayor Fulop today over this 1% tax. I probably wouldn't have an issue with it if it went to offset property taxes. But here we want to take a 1% payroll tax on all the businesses in Jersey City and use that 1% to give to the school budget. You already have a school tax. Why would we want a second school tax? If we have to address an issue with a shortfall with the school taxes, now let's not try to figure out some BS workaround here. Let's address what it is. We have a school tax that you guys are paying. It's in your property taxes. You get your property tax bill. There's the municipality, there's the county, there's the school tax, which you just got an increase on. Now, this is another tax. They're trying to address it up, but it's another school tax. This is basically death of 1,000 taxes. We've been talking about this on the shows for the last, since Murphy became the governor. And we're hoping Murphy has a real game plan somewhere in his first term that is going to offset the burden for the property owners here in New Jersey. We are number one in property tax. We're number one in all taxes. We're number two in fuel tax. Look at your fuel taxes. Look at the price of gasoline right now in New Jersey. This thing is going up, 7, 8, 9 cents a gallon every week. The school budget, if there is a shortfall, then raise the school taxes. Don't try to dodge what the problem is by instituting another tax. Last thing we need is another tax in another layer, because there's a lot of paperwork that gets involved for the businesses here in Jersey City. And nobody wants to get any more involved in paperwork, because it's more than just 1%, because 1% going to the city, plus I don't know how much it will cost the businesses to keep track of that 1%. If there is a problem, don't do some BS additional tax and target it towards the budget. Address what the problem is with the school budget. Don't hurt the job growth of Jersey City. And you know what we need? We need real gettable jobs in Jersey City. We have a crime problem in Jersey City, more than in any other Hudson County municipality. Jersey City, we're the biggest city, and we lead it with murders. I forget how many murders there are right now. Countywide, I think it was like 14, 12 of them in Jersey City. There is crime. They were running gun battles in the southern section of Jersey City on MLK Drive. There's crime hotspots we know of all the time. You want to cut crime, create jobs, encourage job development. One of the things I spoke to the mayor about in Jersey City is my old neighborhood dog patch, making that an industrial zone. No residential, no condominiums down there, none of that BS. Jobs, warehouse, light assembly, that sort of thing. I'm not crazy about the Amazon deal, but you know what? It would have been 50,000 gettable jobs. We probably would have been a negative on that, but at least we would have created a job. You want to stop crime? You can cut it at least in half by having jobs that these kids, these 17-year-old, 16-year-old, 20-year-old people are committing crime. Because you know what? They can't get a job. There's no effing jobs in Jersey City. Now, you may get something on the waterfront. Some business moves to Jersey City. Oh, we're all clapping hands. They're moving into this tower on the waterfront. But they're bringing all the friggin' employees with them. We didn't get any benefit out of there. So maybe there's a rationale for a payroll tax, because these facilities are abated right now. So you can get the payroll tax there. But let everybody in Jersey City share in the prosperity of that payroll tax. So we cut property taxes to the homeowners here. Don't funnel into the school budget. Let's address what the problem is with the school budget. But if you put a 1% payroll tax, it's going to be a hindrance to job development. And again, I need gettable jobs. I need gettable jobs for that kid that didn't go to college. I need the jobs for that kid who's not going to be a doctor, who's not going to be a Wall Street guy, who's not going to be a plumber, those type of jobs. I need jobs that these kids can get. When I was a kid, I could walk out the door in Jersey City and get a job. That's not possible anymore. And that's why these kids turn to crime. They'd like to get a car. They'd like to take the girl out for a date. They'd like to get nice clothes. They'd like, to get a tablet, all the things we enjoy. They'd like to do it, but they're stymied because they can't get a job. And a lot of it's their own fault. Well, really, I hate to blame a kid because it's a family component. Nobody made these kids go to school. Or when they did go to school, they took up space. Listen, I was one of those kids. My parents were gone when I was 8. I was one of those kids. But fortunately, I turned myself around. There were some issues there in life, but I turned myself around. I understand where these kids are. But at least in my Jersey City, I could go out and get a job. Things just got dark for some reason. It's been a cloud that just came over. In my Jersey City, I could go out and get a job. I didn't have to turn to crime. These kids, they don't have a lot of choices. And they didn't create this problem. Maybe some kids could have, buckle down and do better in school, even though they have a home life. That's a problem. But that's almost a lottery shot. You get these kids on the street without parental guidance or a mentor, they're like feral cats after a while. You can't bring them in the house anymore. You can't domesticate them, and that's what happens. But they have all the same expenses, and they want to have some nice things, but they have no skills, no education, and there's no jobs for these people to get. They turn to crime. They join the gangs, and you become a victim. So we need to encourage gettable jobs. I don't need Wall Street. I don't need accounting jobs. I don't need physician jobs. I need real blue. It's what Jersey City was, a blue collar. We could be blue collar again. We can be high tech and high finance and blue collar. But we shun that. We don't do that. We don't encourage blue collar. That's why we have a crime situation in Jersey City. We put this 1% payroll tax in. You're gonna have more of a crime situation because we're not going to attract jobs. And that's as simple as that. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org.
Let me look important. Shuffling my papers. Stick with the school budget a little bit. Maybe we address the cost of the schools. Did you ever hear anybody talking about cutting the cost of the schools? Why is this so expensive? Why is it $22,000 a student? You figure we got 30 kids in a classroom, which we're trying to cut that down to. I don't know. You and I went to school with 30 kids. Seemed to work out. In our generation, we put people on the moon. It's electronics, the internet, all that was developed through our generation, and it was 30 kids in a class. At 22 grand times 30 kids is $660,000 per year for that class. That is amazing. That's an average cost each day of $3,666. That is incredibly expensive. There is a problem when your school system in a city budget is actually more than the city itself. There's a problem here. Address the problem. Why is it so friggin' expensive? We talked about some of the union members. Well, in a union contract, these people will be paid by the people of Jersey City, you, the taxpayers, but they do union business. These two people, they do union business all day. Well, why the F are you paying for that? There's a bunch of this crap going on. Get to it. This is something Mayor Fulop, now he goes, well, it's the school, you got a school board, a board of education. Mayor Fulop is my first line, and every mayor in Hudson County, our first line of defense against wasting your tax money. Pull-up should be saying, well, why the F is this so expensive? I want to know. I'm the mayor of Jersey City. This is on my tax bill I send out, and when the average person sees the taxes go up, they blame Mayor Fulop. I remember Glenn Cunningham thinking about knocking the county taxes off the tax bill. So let the county collect their own, because the county taxes keep going up, and it will go up this year. Jersey City got hit like 10% last year. That's what I say about a death of 1,000 taxes right now. It's every week you hear another tax. Fix the problem in the school. The school system budget shouldn't be more than the actual city it's in. Think about that. Their budget is more than the Jersey City budget. That's astounding. You know, the people of Jersey City are overburdened now. You're overburdened by the state of New Jersey. And again, I'm hoping Murphy, what he's doing now, it will work in the future. Because right now, it's just tax, 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 tax. We need a very successful Phil Murphy. You're overburdened by the county. They're about to beat you up again. They're going to do the formula, the magic formula. Magic formula hurts Jersey City and Hoboken every year. You're overburdened by the municipality, the expenses. You just got raised on the school taxes. You know, there was a time, Glenn Cunningham, I'll bring back Glenn, or Brett Schindler, raised taxes? Oh, man. You would have to fist fight these guys before they raise taxes. Now it's like, just raise the taxes. Yeah, I don't know where that mentality came from. But I'm telling you, Glenn or Brett, especially Glenn, you would have to fist fight that guy if he was going to dig into the pockets of the residents of Jersey City, particularly the seniors of Jersey City. Yeah, you got Mayor Fuller proposing an arts tax. Well, let's have an arts tax. So there's no starving artists. This is a friggin' supposed to be starving artists. Let them starve. If they're good, they'll make money. If they're not, boom. Why are we subsidizing that? I don't understand that one. Open space. There's another open space tax. Let's have a Jersey City open space tax. Let's have a county open space tax. But all these things, they're taking money out of your wallet. You know, and it's hard to complain. You get the government you voted for. And people will sit here and they'll complain about the cost of the state, and they're just, well, number on this, number on that, you know, and I hear you. You know, I'm a voice for you here. But you keep voting for the same friggin' people. Something's got to change. Somebody's got to turn around and say, listen, you, the resident of Jersey, you're my priority. I've got to try to make it that you can live comfortably because you've gone out. You got a job, you got an education, you acquired a skill, you try to live a good life, trying to live the American dream, and the other side is just beating the hell out of you. We want to take this, we want to take that, we want to take some more money here, we want to take this, we want to give this free to here, we want to give this second chance program, we want to give money to this opioid program, but we'll cut Medicare and Medicaid, we'll cut seniors, well, we want to cut the homestead rebate for seniors. What happened here? How did we get off the track? Somebody's got to put Jersey City and New Jersey residents first. You know, and there's a fee. The tickets go up. This permit fee's gone up. That for me, and it's the fee. You know, talk about the phone bills and your cell phone bill. Yeah, fee is fee all over. There's a fee for this, a fee for that. We raise this, we raise that, and at the end of the day, you can't afford to live in your home anymore. We just went through the reval in Jersey City. There are people in downtown Jersey City that seriously have to consider selling their homes. But you know what? The tax is such that they're going to lose money on selling their homes. They should have sold their homes 2 years ago. Now, there is a tax revolt going on in downtown Jersey City. But you know, and you sympathize. I have empathy for the people who got really raised tax-wise. They went from like $9,000 a year to $32,000 a year. But the other side of the coin, you and I spoke about this on the Jersey City show, has been on the air since 2004. I've spoken about not doing a reval, not having reassessments done for 14 years. It was not a surprise. We knew this. You knew that. Your assessment, you got your tax bill. Your assessment was the same. Yeah, everybody knew. And people were enjoying the low rents and the great real estate prices. Oh, this brownstone down here, in the 80s, you could buy that brownstone for $15,000 and you fix it up. Now the brownstone's worth $5 million. How'd that happen? Well, we didn't do any appraisals. You know, the property taxes opposed to value. The value kept going up. Property taxes going, and it started pushing the value up more. We all knew it, but nobody wanted to do the reval because it wasn't until Mayor Healy. Now I'll give Jerry Healy credit for this. I tell you what, you would have to put a gun to the heads of Brett Shunlow or Glenn D. Cunningham to do that reval because they knew what the future is. Right now, the people in Jersey City, they were okay. And nobody was going down to City Hall, you know, with torches saying we want a reval. So they were all right with it. It was Mayor Healy that said, you know, we got to get some balance here. It's been out of whack for almost 30 years. And he instituted the reval, and he gave a 1-year stay because they had to update tax maps because they hadn't been updated since Jerry McCann was there. But again, the death of 1,000 taxes. And that's what's happening here. And for some reason or other, we don't protect the people of New Jersey anymore, or Jersey City. Now, this is a Hudson County show, or Hudson County. Yeah, it's just tax and tax and tax. That's why it's SAC and SACO. You know, there's death matches before they'll raise the taxes because they know they're going to be here year after year. They want to do the right thing. They don't kick any cans down the road. All right, we got a break for commercial. You watching the Hudson County Show? I'll be right back.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintoproperties.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
We be back. We be live. We be Hudson County's show. Almost said Hudson County's Talking. Boy, now it's going back to the radio days from like 10 years ago when I did the Hudson County Talking radio show. I haven't said that in a long time, Hudson County's Talking. Let's talk some politics. Ready for some politics? All right. Ground zero for the 8th CDO political battle is Jersey City. It has, I forget the count, I think it's 364 committee people, where, you know, some of the other towns like Union City's got 50, North Bergen's got 50, I think Weehawken has 10, that sort of thing. The mother lode of committee people is Jersey City. And on June the 12th, I believe, there will be a committee meeting in, of all places, Kearney. Even people who live in Kearney don't want to go to Kearney, but all the committee people have to go to Kearney. Sorry, Al. Santos doesn't like that, but it's the truth with Kearney. They're going to have a secret ballot taken in Kearney. The idea of having it in Kearney, so it will be difficult for committee people to get there. This is the prevailing powers of the 8th CDO. Tom DeGise, after a long, arduous search throughout Hudson County for someone to run against Brian Stack, after exhausting all the candidates, he found one in his own household and his daughter, Amy DeGise. She will face off against one of the most powerful political figures in Hudson County and the state of New Jersey. A Board of Education member will stand up to the deity from Union City, the mayor and state senator. I don't have high hopes for this. I certainly would not have put my daughter in that situation. As I said in previous shows, Tom DeGise should run himself, but as he said, he didn't want some old white guy running, because old white guys don't run too well, especially if you have bad knees. I'm not exactly old white guy yet. I got time, even though yesterday was my birthday. It is 300. I'm looking at my notes. Why do I write these if I don't read these? 364 committee people. The guesstimate of these committee people is about 300 will be loyal to Mayor Steve Fulop. He's been trading out these committee people for the last 5 years. So Steve Fulop is a very calculating individual. I'm sure he will do well in this committee. Now, if anybody thinks holding this in Kearney is going to stop Brian Stack, the greatest political organizer we have in Hudson County, of getting committee people to Kearney, you're kidding. There will be, they'll block, there'll be like an HOV lane going from Route 7 into Kearney. So Brian will stop traffic to get these committee people over there. Committee people got to consider running a risk of opposing the mega powers, Stack and Fulop, because they're going to figure out how these votes came down. It may not be 100% right, but they'll be 90%. And some people could lose their committee seat, their political influence, and possibly political jobs. Listen, this is some serious business in Hudson County. So that's the situation. And even after Brian Stack is successful and becomes the HCDO chair, there's still going to be political tension. A lot of these guys are going to run offline. They may even start another HCDO. That is all possible. But right now, the future is now for the HCDO, and the future looks like Brian Stack and Steve Fulop, because those two guys are going to be here. It's up to them for another 20 or 30 years. Let's go a little more politics here. Mayor Roque of West New York went out of his way and endorsed a presumed opponent for Nicholas Sacco in North Bergen's mayor's race next year in 2019. Larry Weinstein. Now, Sacco crushed him like a bug, around 2.5 to 1 vote-wise. There is not enough money in Hudson County to overthrow Nick Sacco in North Bergen. The man is beloved, and he's earned that affection from the people of North Bergen. North Bergen is a template of good municipal government. Stack and Sacco are 1 and 1A, and you're going to have to give the kid in Jersey City, he's probably getting into that. Maybe he's 1B. You got 1A, 1B. So you got Steve Fulop coming up there. Now, Roque has gone off the reservation before. He endorsed Senator Krillos. Was it the Krillos guy, a Republican, who was opposing Bob Menendez? Bob Menendez, our guy from Hudson County, Union City. That didn't work out well for Mayor Roque. Things went bad. And he eventually did a 180 there and endorsed Bob Menendez. Now, I'm not sure that this was a sanctioned endorsement. This could be Roque going rogue. I don't think Stack or Fulop or the opposition right now would even jump the gun this early. But the idea there may be to force Nick Sacco to use all his resources to defend himself in North Bergen in next year's mayor's race, as opposed to using some of his resources to help Cosmo Krillos in the race against Dr. Roque in West New York. It's going to be very difficult for Dr. Roque in West New York's election because Nick Sacco, there isn't enough money in Hudson County to dethrone Nick Sacco. And I'm going to tell you something. You look at North Bergen, there is a renaissance going on, but it's a continuing renaissance along Tunley Avenue. That's how Sacco operates. He does all the development, industrial and commercial and retail, on the western side of Tunley Avenue. Pat LaFrida, the meat guy, he is expanding his operations. That's ratables, that's jobs. The bakery over here on Dell Avenue, they're expanding. That's ratables, that's jobs. I just had a bus company move into the old Lewisohn building. Ratables, jobs for the people in North Bergen. This very building where my studio is. Since I've been here, this has done a complete transformation. It was one ugly eyesore. It's not an ugly eyesore. Still got some work to do. You can describe it maybe perfume on a pig, but it's getting there. There's a power plant coming to North Bergen on Railroad Avenue. Jobs, ratables. There's a trucking terminal over on Patterson Plank Road coming. Jobs, ratables. Jobs, ratables, property tax relief for the people in North Bergen. Now, we were just talking before about maybe doing a little special. We got a guy that's got a drone camera, John Edmonds, one of our old interns, and he's flying his drone camera around. It's pretty good footage. I'm going to probably in our hiatus do about a half-hour special on what's happening in North Bergen, commercial retail-wise, but really the whole title of that could be Jobs, Ratables, Property Tax Relief for the people in North Bergen. And that's what Nick Sacco does. That's his wheelhouse, and that's why he will be reelected. Yeah, I'm going to predict real easy, by more than 2-1 in May of 2019. All right, we're going to break for commercial. We're going to do some events. I got to do some bike stuff because I got my bike fans. I got to have my bikey people. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
We're back. You're watching the Hudson County Show live. Let's talk bike. It is Bike to Work Week in Jersey City. I assume it's Bike to Work Week everywhere. And it has been one hell of a Bike to Work Week, hasn't it? It's rained every friggin' day this week. And I assume that's what kept the bikey people down. I haven't seen you. But when you guys are attacking me when I say bikes are not a practical mode of transportation in Jersey City or anywhere, oh, I'll ride it in the snow, I'll ride it in the cold, I'll ride it in the rain. Well, you weren't friggin' riding it in the rain, were you? You didn't ride it today? I didn't see you. They were biking to work? F no, it's friggin' raining out there. There was a typhoon around here yesterday. Now, today, there was a panel discussion at Harborside. Surprised you didn't have it outdoors. You had it indoors. About women in cycling, and it's a good thing, all these women in cycling. It's probably explain why women bikes have the pipe that goes this way and boys' bikes have the pipe that go that way. You probably missed it. You know, it went from 12:30 to 1:30. Friday, now this is the big one. Friday is Bike to Work with Mayor Steve Fulop from 8 to 9 a.m. And this will start at Riverview Fisk Park on Palisade Avenue, 498 Palisade Avenue. The Office of Cultural Affairs will be providing giveaways and breakfast at the park. It's going to be raining tomorrow. Wonder how many bikey people are going to be there. Ollie, are you going to be there? Ollie's got some friggin' contraption of a bike. He might be one of those knuckleheads that ride in the rain and the snow. He posted on Twitter every so often. There'll be bike tune-ups. I assume they'll be giving out raincoats and umbrellas for you bikey people. I'm really looking forward to seeing how many bikey people are here. And you'll follow Mayor Fulop. And Jersey Cycles is going to be doing the bike tune-ups. And you follow Steve down to City Hall, I guess. Now, Steve will probably be there on a bike. Then he will take his bike, put it in the back of his big black SUV, and you will all follow his SUV down to City Hall. That's what we got going on in Hudson County. I like how these people just write these notes in longhand. Cuban Independence, we start with Zumba classes. We got some Zumba classes. Probably North Bergen Public Library, Zumba. You get some dancing going on. You get a little workout, a little cardio going. And, of course, with the North Bergen Public Library, it's free. What else we got going? Touch of Grease. For that matter, Cy just sent this to me this morning. But we had it already. This is May 19th. What is that, Saturday? Saturday. Touch of Grease at the North Bergen Public Library. Hopefully we got the website address. I know I told Greg to have that to put it on. If you don't see the information, go to the Public Library's web. This is at 1 o'clock. I guess it's at the main public library. Next, where are we here? I'm having a hard time reading this one. What is this? Black Mariah Film Festival? I forget what Black Mariah, wasn't that something, wasn't it a woman that was killed in California, a Hollywood thing, the Black Mariah? Lucy Arnaez's kid played that. Black Mariah Film Festival, Sunday, June the 30th at 1379 Patterson Plank Road in Secaucus. What else you got? What else we got? That it? Oh, we got Cuban Independence Day. I got this one. Cuban Independence Celebration, May the 17th. I think that's today at 7 p.m. at 1500 New York Avenue. Where is it? What city is this? Bryan Sack. Why do I even have to look? Union City, go celebrate. There's probably a lot of good food there. What else we got? Oh, it's transitioning. We're transitioning. Here we with your transition. Well, I can't read that. What do we got? That a job fair? What is this? Rabies clinic? Rabies clinic. All right, well, you got to take care of these cats for that matter. Maybe next week we'll figure out the date. We're going to do a live pet adoption show. Dr. Hatch from the Secaucus Animal Hospital is going to be part of it. The gang from PetSmart in Secaucus, they're going to be part of it, and we're looking for one more organization. We'll do it live. We'll have some cats here. But the rabies clinic is May the 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m. at 5401 Polk Street in West New York. Dr. OK. He's a doctor. He could be a vet, too. I'm not sure. That's it. We did all our community stuff. I still got some time. What do I want to talk about? How much time we got left in the show? I got time. The president of Poland appeared in Jersey City yesterday over the Katyn statue that tentatively is going to be moved. There needs to be some community input on this. It turned into an international situation. Jersey City went international. There was accusations. We had everything. You had racism, anti-Semitism, disrespect of World War II, victims of World War II and soldiers. We disrespected dead soldiers. All these things were talked about. Everything was happening because we wanted to move this statue. Now, I am not an art connoisseur. To me, dogs playing cards or playing pool, pretty cool. This statue has been in Jersey City for like 30 years. We in Jersey City call it Stabby Guy. No disrespect, so we call it Stabby Guy. It has been there forever. I don't know why we have to move it, but I can probably guess why. It has something to do with dollars and cents, as the developer would rather not have what he called a gruesome statue out there. I'll admit, it's not exactly a G-rated statue, but it's an R-rated one, and it's been there for 30 years. Nobody has suffered any traumatic situation because of the depiction of that Polish soldier being stabbed in the back. 22,000 or 30,000 Polish soldiers and professionals and citizens of Poland were massacred by Russian soldiers. There's a lot of speculation and conspiracy that Russian money investment in Jersey City, they didn't want the statue as a reminder. Mayor Fulop is proposing we move it a whopping 200 feet down to York Street. I don't know if the people on York Street want it down there. I'm sure if you ask the people on York Street, you want the statue? They'll say, yeah, keep that one over there. It is a hard statue to look at because of the depiction. Like I said in the Jersey City show this week or last week, it's not like I'm looking at Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse there. That statue makes a statement. And it turned into an international situation. Steve Fulop, again, I said before, calculating. He can read the tea leaves. He completely mishandled this whole situation. When they were talking about having a meeting, there's a thing on YouTube, pitch meeting. Pretty good if you ever get to watch it, how they pitch some of these movies. When somebody was sitting at the desk in City Hall, said, well, we just move that damn thing. Okay, well, let's move it. Then nobody said, think there could be some repercussions about this? You think, man, the Polish community or some World War II veterans might have a problem with this? Obviously, it didn't come up. It was hardly an inconvenience, they felt. Well, it turned into be a big inconvenience. There was everything. There was accusations left and right, bad language from Steve Fulop towards ambassadors. It was great. But it looks like we have a tentative agreement. President of Poland and the ambassador seems to have signed on. There still needs to be some community input. We'll see what happens. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Hudson County Show. I'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. We're learning math here at the Hudson Media Group on how much time we have left in this segment. This is the last segment. We're not exactly sure how long it is, because sometimes I don't always break at the right times. I'm supposed to do 8-minute segments. Sometimes I do 8-minute 10. Sometimes I get a roll going, and that clock flashing at me means nothing. So I'm going to keep going. Sports betting is now legal in New Jersey. It will probably take until June. No, here's the goal. You'll want to get your sports betting up and running for the NFL season in September. Now, there are some degenerate gamblers that will bet on basketball and baseball. You know, I can never figure out how that works, but there are those gambling degenerates. Now, I think sports betting is a pot of gold for New Jersey. I think it's a pot of gold that should be dedicated to property tax relief. Probably not going to happen. Now, on a Tuesday show, I was talking about how this should benefit and how it will hurt the illegal bookies. You know, the guys have been placing these bets for years and years and years. You know, they are those people who place football bets. They know exactly who they're going to call, a text or a phone call, whatever they're going to do. As I said in Tuesday shows, if you look at the history of New Jersey, whatever was illegal, and people did jail time for a lot of this stuff, these vices, gambling, hey, it's legal in Jersey now. We got it in Atlantic City. The numbers racket, New Jersey lottery. Sports betting, legal now. Marijuana, probably by the end of 2018. The only thing we're missing is prostitution. We have wiped out like all of the vices. And I was reminded that for a while, alcohol was illegal in the United States, but you know, we were going broke. We needed the revenue from alcohol. That's the reason prohibition stopped. We needed the money. So what, you know, if you're a poor bastard who did time for bookmaking for football games, and now you're going to be legal, you got to start crafting. You say, well, how can this be? I did like 5 years, and now they're going to make it legal. The effect on the mob with legalized sports betting, probably not much. Probably won't affect them much at all. That's where, because they're estimating way low figures for revenue. There are billions of dollars gambled, especially in New Jersey, on football. But here's the difference with illegal place. You place your bet, tax-free. You win, you don't have to pay taxes. You lose, you don't have to pay taxes. Nobody knows outside of your wife how much you're spending, and you might even hide it from her. If you hit a 3-timer and you won like $800, there's no tax coming out of that. You get time payments with your bookie. See, with the state, you're going to have to put it on your credit card or your debit card right away, or set up a bank with the casino or the racetrack. And as soon as you place the bet, that money comes out of your account. See, with the bookie, it doesn't come out of your account. Now, like I said, the 1 o'clock games, you lose the 1 o'clock, you call your bookie, you start working on the 4 o'clock games. With legalized gambling, you lose your ones, you got to go back at 4, and now you're on that credit card again. And that money has to be spent immediately. And I'm not sure how fast the state is going to pay you. Because legally in New Jersey lottery, I think if you win more than $600, you got to send your lottery ticket to the state, and a couple of weeks later you get your winnings. Yeah, that's going to be the same way with the illegal sports betting. With the legal sports betting, that's going to be a problem. See, the illegal, they pay you the next day. But if you need time, they'll give you time. The bookie always did. There's no personal information used with the bookie. He may know your first name. Well, he knows where you live, but he's not, Social Security number, your credit card number, none of that. He doesn't want to know anything. He wants to make sure he gets his big. For every $5 bet, he's getting 6, getting $1 off the top, and when you lose, he gets to keep it all. And how many people win all the time? That's where the illegal, you forget all about that until you start contemplating legal sports betting versus illegal sports betting. Illegal sports betting is entrenched. The systems are set up. New Jersey's not even sure how they're going to do that. I would like to study how they do it. The only place you're going to do it here is Vegas, where you can play all the, the games and the football, and you can place your bets. UK, you can bet on anything. Again, Ray Lesniak, props to Ray. He was the one that brought this fight on 10 years ago. He kept fighting. When the courts rejected it, he appealed it, boom, got to the Supreme Court, and it's been awarded, and there's like 30-some-odd states that can now do it. The major leagues, basketball, football, baseball, hockey, they fought Ray Lesniak tooth and nail for 10 years. They didn't want it. Now it's been approved. Now those leagues want to figure out how I can make money on that. They're proposing an integrity fee of 2-3% on each bet. I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll probably do something to pacify them. Here's what the state is figuring they're going to do. There'll be an 8% of the gross bet. If you're betting $100, $8 immediately go to the state. If you're betting online, and they're figuring this, so there's going to be online betting, so you could sit at home right from your smartphone now and make your bet. There'll be a 12.5% on that $100 bet. There'll be a 1.25%, 1.25% on the casinos and the racetracks. The state is estimating right now the revenue will be somewhere to $20 to $30 million a year. That sounds incredibly low to me. Well, there are billions of dollars kicking around there in sports betting. I find that incredibly low. Some people have said on the conservative side it could be as much as $60 million. Now in Vegas, sometimes I actually do research. Vegas, they handle $4.9 billion in bets. Out of that, the casinos took in $249 million. That's the profit they made on those bets. Remember when I said $1 for every $5? That's how the casinos do it. The state of Nevada took in $17 million on $4.9 billion bet. I think that's even a low number. I'd like to see how the UK does it. The UK, Nevada is a separate entity there, and the casinos are handling all the bets. It would be interesting to look at how the UK handles the betting. For that matter, there are companies in the UK now that are in negotiations to buy like DraftKings, because that's where a lot of the betting is going to go through the DraftKings. There'll be an association somehow with the racetracks or the casinos. And as I understand it right now, you want to get paid, you got to go to the racetracks or the casino to get your money. They're not going to put it on your credit card for you. I think there's a lot more money to be made in sports betting than $20, $30, or even $60 million a year. The feds are going to step in, and they're going to standardize the betting between these 30, 32 states that do it. And I'll assume the template is going to be what Vegas does, and that's how the betting will be handled. The integrity fee, well, you could probably use that to lure baseball, football teams away from other states. You got a state where a team's there and they don't have an integrity fee. And listen, an integrity fee, the professional leagues want that fee, that 2-3%, because they know there's a boatload of money being bet. And this is big money. Mark Cuban, the guy from Shark Tank, he owns the Dallas Mavericks, said his team doubled in value as soon as this was legalized. And I would say eventually, probably in a short 5 years, you'll be able to place a football bet at your local lottery machine. And you're going to see a lot of people needing Gamblers Anonymous, because it's going to be much too easy for the average Joe. You see those seniors? You ever get behind a senior at the lottery machine and they're betting like $300 worth of tickets? You're going to see a lot of that. All right, we're out of show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you Tuesday on the Jersey City Show. Good night.